Hi, Judy from Witchpeace Craft. It's the 1st of March, very early in the morning. I'm getting ready for work, but this is your boarding call for a Broomstick Airways. We are leaving Greece and we are heading towards our next destination on our yarn vacation AU. So a lot of you liked Greece. You really posted some great pictures, memories, awesome color choices, and it's been a lot of fun reading them all. We have about 27 in the participant prize draw, which is 2 down on last month, but that sometimes happens. So there'll be 27 names on the random name picking wheel, and there'll be a prize draw at the end of this video. It'll be a $25 gift voucher or some such arrangement, depending on where you live in the world. So for me, Greece, well, I'm a little behind on my projects. I have done, where is she? Trixie. The weather was a bit warmer, so we have some nice green and not as cold. So yes, Trixie's coming along. However, with Trev, well, I did the blue for the flag and the beautiful blue architecture, because a lot of it's white with blue roofs or doors, and I just can't decide what I want to do next. I want to do another color, maybe two, maybe some pale pink. I don't know if I want to do green for olives. But there you have it. Trev's only partially done, and I have been extremely busy. But it's great to see that you're keeping up with your projects and endeavoring to do your best. Look, if you only get one place done a month because something comes along and life gets in the way, that's fine. You catch up. So, where do you think our Broomstick Airways is heading to next? Some of you might have guessed. I had a difficult choice when I put the list together, but we are off to Italy, ta-da, to enjoy some real pasta. Guys, I've been to Italy twice, once on my own on a land tour, on like a bus tour around Italy, and once on a cruise with Thing. We went and visited various parts of Italy. I do enjoy various parts of Italy, but I don't enjoy Rome. I don't know why. I just find it, I don't know. I just never enjoyed Rome on both trips. However, I do have a lot of great memories. I made some great friends. On the land tour, I made a friend with a doctor. She lives in the US. And also on that land tour, a couple, when we went on a gondola ride, who live on Vancouver Island, and we all stay in touch. So yeah, Thing and I met a great couple on a few of our cruises, one who lives in Arizona, and some of them watch my podcasts, but they don't necessarily comment. Anyway, I will share some great photos and memories with you at the end. So stay tuned. Italy, what can I tell you? Well, first of all, the flag is red, white, and vertical green stripes. And just amazing food and wine. So let's get into my research and my notes. It's a country located in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea, and you all seem to enjoy the Mediterranean. It consists of a peninsula delimited by the Alps and surrounded by several islands. It shares land borders with France, Switzerland, Austria, Slovenia, and is enclaved microstates of the Vatican City and San Marino. The national flower is the white lily. It's usually associated with the Virgin Mary and the Holy Family in a religious context. And there is another one, another flower that's sometimes considered the national flower. It has green glossy leaves, white flowers, and red-orange berries. The so-called corbezello recalls the Italian flag. So they say this flower with the berries represents the Italian flag because the white, green, and red. The national animal, very early morning, I'll try not to rush, is the Italian wolf. It is unofficially considered the national animal of Italy. The Italian wolf, also known as the alpine wolf, is a subspecies of the grey wolf native to the Italian peninsula. The national bird, the Italian sparrow, and you will see them on your trips around Italy. Just like the wolf, the Italian sparrow's native habitat is in the region of the north of the country. Food. The national dish is ragu alla bolognese. How many of you make a bolognese? The national food of Italy is a pasta dish, of course, which is bolognese sauce of meat, tomatoes with tagliatelle pasta. Now, let me tell you this. You have not tasted pasta or pizza until you've eaten it in Italy. What we get here is not bad, but it is absolutely awesome. When my son in London told me that it's just so much different, I thought, oh yeah, but it is. And I actually did a pasta cooking class because I make my own pasta, and the chef, we all had to make it, and the chef said to me, you make pasta? And yeah, but you know, I could always improve. He goes, no, you're very good, you're better than my apprentice. So I was quite proud of myself. Some of the others, the pasta looked like rubber. There is an art to making pasta. There is so much to discover in Italy, from ancient Rome to modern day, and I'm not going to give you any specific town to visit. You can see the Colosseum, Pompeii. I've seen it twice and I still don't think I've seen it all. And Pompeii will move you. The Colosseum will move you when you think back on the history. The Pantheon, Trevi Fountain. The first time I went, it was closed for renovation and maintenance. The second time it was open. Now, if you're standing this way in front of the Trevi Fountain, to the left, the second shop on the left, from the last on the left, is the best gelato in Italy. I was told that by a tour guide, and when I went there, there is nothing compares to this gelato. So if you go to Italy, go to the gelato shop, left side of the fountain, face it and go, that's what Judy's talking about. There's the Spanish Steps, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and of course Vatican City. Venice, not one of my favorites. I was really breaking to go and see Venice. It was like so high on my bucket list, and both trips I found it disappointing. It is very expensive, so make sure you pack lots of money if you're going to Venice. Portofino is absolutely beautiful on the Amalfi Coast. Lemons the size you have never seen before. Just huge limoncello, beautiful food. Now, I have started watching on either Fox or Netflix, I can't remember what, a show called Portofino. The buildings are exactly what they're showing in the show. Look, it's not a great show. It's not bad, but it is interesting to look at where things are filmed, and I go to think, oh, I remember that. Do you remember that? So Portofino is nice. The island of Capri. Look, everyone raves about this island, and it's okay, but you wouldn't spend a full day there like I did. The only thing on the island I found, the bus tour people were like, where did you get that? I didn't stick to the main tourist front. I went wandering, and in a side street, I found a lady with a little shop who made ceramic bells, and she had a ceramic Christmas bell. And when I showed someone on the bus, I was like, oh, and I'm like, well, that's why I wander. I don't buy your traditional souvenirs. I go looking for something a little different. So yeah, I still have that ceramic bell on my Christmas tree from Capri. Favorite places I've visited, top of the list, Florence, Portofino. Lake Maggiore is just beautiful, although it was very cold the day we were there. Verona, Siena, Pompeii. There's just so many places you can visit. I wish I'd brought it. Just a minute, pause, I'll go and get it. Back again. So Florence. there is a bridge called the Jeweller's Bridge. It was a trader's bridge. It's very old, but now it's full of jewelers. And one of the things Thing bought me from one of the jewelers is, now everybody goes for rings, necklaces, earrings. No, he got me, I'm frightened I'll drop it because it's ceramic with silver, a little polar bear for my collection. A very expensive little polar bear. But this is from the Jeweller's Bridge in Florence. One of the other places we visited was Mount Etna, a part of the dormant part. It was very cold and wet, and a lot of people on our tour, which Thing couldn't believe, had nothing warm with them. It's also quite drizzly because it's high up, and we always have in our backpacks a tucked away little like shower jacket that will keep you warm, the wind off it. It's very light. And one of my best experiences in Italy is there. Now, there was this farmer with his goat. This goat smelt like it had been bathed in Chanel No. 5. He was so silky, so gorgeous. And one of the people translated for me because we didn't have a great tour guide. He wasn't very interested in he was sort of mocking us because we were there looking at a hole in the ground. But this farmer, apparently he subsidized his income, and he stands there and you give him like, I don't know, €2, you know, like not much at all, and you can have your photo with the goat. And the goat is beautiful. I think he was called Enzo, the goat. But what he does after he gives you the photo, after you take the photo, it gives you a little souvenir, which is this volcanic rock from Mount Etna with 2 wooden ladybirds glued to it. And everyone that has a photo with him gets one of those. And that is one of my most treasured souvenirs from Italy. Nothing expensive, just very touching. And he was such a lovely man with no English. And the most amazing, beautiful smelling goat who gets bathed every day for his photos. And yes, I'd say he does quite a good trade, subsidizing his income. So as you can see, there's lots to see and do. Lots of great memories, lots of things you can do, lots of great yarn shops. There's one in Florence. At the time on both trips, I wasn't crafting, but I do know of, I'm going to try and say it, my Italian is hopeless, Polomi Frilati, The Art of Wool in Florence. Google it, have an online shop, but there are yarn shops in Rome everywhere. They do knit and like pure wool, and Italian wool is beautiful. So there's lots of great famous musicians from Italy. Of course, Andrea Botticelli, the blind singer. Oh, he's just beautiful. Luciano Pavarotti, who I like, and Pavarotti was the first vinyl record that Thing bought secondhand. Mainskin. Now, Mainskin won Eurovision in 2021 and a lot more modern. So there'll be a bit of a music playlist at the end of this video in the description for you to enjoy while you're doing your project. Come back, tell me where you visited. Siena, Verona. My best memory of Verona, and if I can find the picture, is my friend. Now, it's Romeo and Juliet, and the thing is, you get a photo with Juliet holding her boob. The one boob, so many people do it, is absolutely incredibly shiny. And she really wanted that photo, and it was really busy. And she said, you were like a bull terrier. I barged through all the crowd. There's no queues. Everyone just mills around, photograph. And I got her up there, and I've got a photo of her holding Juliet's boob. She was just like, that's amazing. I said, oh, well, we're only here once. They won't remember me. But yeah, Italy, I loved going. I don't know if I'd go back after 2 trips. Venice is full of romance of the theatres, not necessarily the best place. Some people still like it. I found it smelly, expensive, the people rude. Yeah, unlike the rest of Italy where everybody was just So friendly and amazing. Don't forget, you can go and see Michelangelo's David. How can I forget that? The best tour guide. We went on that. She was just incredible. And it is awesome to see. Vatican City. I've done 2 tours of the back of Vatican City. The only thing that depresses me about that is the opulence of the gold and the statues and the art that they take you through the galleries, knowing that the church took those from places and acquired them, not necessarily for cash. But it is a beautiful place, and I do remember buying my sister a Christmas tree ornament from Vatican City. And one of the days we were there was Youth Day, where all the youth queue up, and go and see the Pope. And yeah, it's just, Italy will take your breath away, as it does to me. I cannot say enough about it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you take lots of money and have some fun. Take lots of photos. Explore. Try the food and the wine. I'm not much of a wine drinker, but they do have beautiful wines. And Italian life revolves around food and wine and eating and family. You only have 2 weeks, so don't get caught up and get lost. Make sure you're ready to leave at the end of 2 weeks. My only warning is beware of pickpockets in Milan. They are so rife in Milan. They're everywhere, but Milan was particularly bad. So I hope I've inspired you with our next destination, Italy. I love pasta. I really do. I like making it. I shouldn't eat so much of it. Until next time, stay safe, have good travels, enjoy yourself in Italy. Bye for now. Welcome to our participant prize draw for February. We have 27 names on the wheel. Good luck, everyone. Congratulations, Janice Fraser. Janice, you have won yourself a $25 gift voucher. Shoot me an email and let me know where you'd like your gift voucher. Well done, everybody. I hope you enjoy our next destination on Yarn Vacation AU.